Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So I wanted to give you guys a real quick glimpse as to what these new TRD wheels are going to look like on my 80 series Land Cruiser. For those of you who don't know, this is my 1997 Toyota Land Cruiser Collector's Edition that I just picked up semi-recently. But if you didn't see my last video, I ironically enough happened to purchase the same wheels off of my last 2023 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. So the gentleman who bought my Sequoia from the dealership I sold it to happened to post these on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I went down there and picked them up from him. So I'm excited to see what they look like once they're actually on the vehicle. Of course, we got it right, right in front of the stock wheels and tires over here. And I say stock loosely, those are still an oversized tire on the stock OEM wheel itself. So I'll pop over to the other side to remind you what those look like. But really just want to see what your thoughts were. Let me know if you like this look, or if it's, I don't know, a little overkill perhaps for the 80 series here. Because honestly, I can go either way. I really appreciate the simplicity of those OEM wheels, and I love the fact that they're the OEM wheels. They're the original look to the classic Land Cruiser here. So a very 90s look to these stock wheels. It screams 1997 for sure. but I don't know. I mean, it's a fitting wheel for the vehicle, and I appreciate keeping it in its original form. So I appreciate that mindset. But I don't know, I figured I'd try to spice it up a little bit, and when I saw those come available, and they're the same bolt pattern, they're the same tire size about, they're barely bigger. I'll show you here again in a second, but I think it'll be kind of neat, especially when you put black on this green paint. I think it looks pretty sweet. So again, these are 285 75 17s, Toyota Open Country tires wrapped around the 17-inch OEM wheel. Then these new TRD wheels are 18-inch. So these are 18-inch wheels. The tire size are Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws, 285 65 18s. So same width, but a little bit, of course, being that they're 18-inch wheels, a little bit more of a smaller diameter for the tire width up here, the sidewall. We got a buggy feature. We got a buggy feature. Say hey YouTube. What about it?
I like them.
You like them? They're pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna put them on this. The bummer of it all is, I'll say bummer loosely, but I try to avoid doing spacers, right? I tried doing wheel spacers because it causes a little bit more stress to the hub. Whenever you do that, I like to try to get wheels that actually, with their offset itself, works for the actual fitment of the vehicle and proper stance. But I think, given the fact that these, and I'll show you real quick, these have a pretty high offset here, so they're the hub is pretty deep into the wheel, whereas normally we'd want it to be more in the center of the wheel, or even closer inward if we're going to try to get a wider stance. So unfortunately, that's just how the offset came on the Sequoia TRD Pro, but with the wheel spacers we'll be able to make it work. So one last shot there on the side, and I'll show you one more time just a quick look of the comparison of the tire size itself. So we're maybe about a half-inch higher, half-inch bigger with these 285 65 18s versus the 285 75 17s over here. But a little bit more of an aggressive tread pattern here on the Toyota Open Countries, of course, compared to the Falcons here. So you like them, Buggy? Pretty cool. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Alrighty, well there you have it, guys. Just want to share that with you and really get your thoughts. I've seen people put newer 4Runner wheels on like 3rd gen 4Runners, and it always kind of looks a little wonky to me. It never really looks the part, and I actually prefer the OEM stock original look for like 3rd gen 4Runners. But this, maybe it's because they're flat black and kind of goes well with the green. I think it's a better look. So curious to know what your thoughts are. We got a peanut feature. Curious to know what your thoughts are. And of course, we're going to wrap up the video with the Heritage Edition. You can't go wrong with these bronze wheels. All right, guys, wrap up the video there. Appreciate you watching as always. Till next time.